Snazzy, Bamoza, for me.
ID Clef on the beat.
Hello Nigeria, my name is DJ Maestro from South Africa. I was raised in a place called Matlosana. It's a closed up whereby I was born in a small township called Kanana. My childhood was not, let me just say, it was not the way other children would prefer it to be. But yeah, man, it got me this far. So yeah, I'm very happy of where I am right now. And then when it comes to other things, as in terms of school, I did not finish school. I got out of school at the grade 11, whereby like I chose music as a career. So from there onwards, like I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, man. As you can see so far, here I am. DJ Maestro is a South African DJ, music promoter, music analyst, music publisher. I've been working with a lot of artists around Africa, trying to give them a platform whereby people can hear their music. So, with this audience being said, like we developed a company whereby we call it the Worldwide Music Group, whereby artists from around the world can meet and then have a platform to feature each other and then get their music on platforms such as SA Hip Hop Magazine and stuff like that worldwide. So we've been working together with a Ghanaian company called deejay Africa, whereby I'm still in talks with them in signing a distribution deal, and then we just signed a new deal with you yourself guys, Radiowadoo.com. And then we are looking into getting into a lot of adventures around Africa, whereby we work with platforms such as MalawiMusic.com, Nigeria's platform, Nigerian music platforms, Tanzanian music platform, Ghanaian music platforms, and so on. But so far, the Worldwide Music Group is doing so well because just as of last month, we were ranked 108th in Africa, in the most promising entertainment websites in Africa. So I might say I'm doing well for now, as a DJ, as a music publisher, as a promoter, as an artist manager. Yes, sir. How I grew up? Well, my guy, like let me just say, before I got into music, like I was a kid, in the township, whereby like my primary school life was. I used to love movies, you know. I used to love cartoons called Dragon Ball Z. So every time I watched them on TV, like I would wish like I wanna be a TV director, you know. I was more into films. I liked the Chinese channel the time, by the time whereby Jackie Chan was still a thing, Jet Li was still a thing. I used to watch a lot of TV. So let me just say, as a kid by then, like my dream was to be a movie star. But then you know how it goes, you know. Yeah, man. People change over time. You get to meet new people. You get to have new visions, new goals. Yeah, man. That's all I can say for now about that. You know. Thank you very much. Well, I had the last time I was on an interview on the radio show. I was asked about this question whereby they preferred to me as a disc jockey. My side of things, like I don't see myself as a disc jockey because I'm more of a, I don't know how to explain it. I'm more of a guy like I like music, you see. So I invest in promising sounds, whereby sometimes I tend to produce music, sometimes I tend to buy music from people. So you'll never see me in a club playing a set for I don't know 20,000 for on the penny. No, I don't do that. I'm more on the business side of things because I don't see a point whereby I get to play a set for people and then they get to dance to the music. I wanna be on the platform whereby I take myself as an artist, myself as DJ Master as an artist, whereby I invest in quality music. I give out the best in music, and then whereby if I have to perform, I get on stage with my artist and then I perform. I hype them up. I do everything. Where else you find that I won't be behind the jockeys? You'll find another DJ behind the jockeys. I'm more to explain myself more easily. I'm more of a DJ kind of guy.
but don't compare me to DJ Khaled. I hate when people compare me to DJ Khaled. I'm not DJ Khaled, but it's the easiest way to explain myself as how I see myself, I portray myself as a guy in the music industry. Yeah, man. In terms of this journey, I've been in the journey for, let me just say, 5 years. Yeah, as a professional. My amateur years were in 4 years ago, I think, before I met a guy called Priceless God. Priceless God was a guy of which, like, he knew about a lot about the industry, and then he taught me some of the things I know right now. Although we are not in good terms right now, but I can't deny that the fact that the guy did teach me something, and then he benefited a lot from me also. So what I can say for now is that, yeah, man, a lot of people inspired my journey. The 6 years in the professional field has taught me a lot also, whereby I'm right now, like, we are playing a lot of sounds in the international field. So yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Thank you very much. Yeah, man, I hear you, my guy. But like, looking into this thing of evolving as an artist, like, I know it's not easy for a lot of people to evolve, but you have to, because, like, I've been around the field for 6 years in the professional field, and then I've learned a lot in that 6 years, because before I came I came to the stage of where I am right now, I had to work with a lot of people, whereby, like, I experienced a lot of difficulties. I experienced a lot of heartless emotions. I was signed by a publication company. I was signed by a publication company in Joburg. I won't mention the company, but it was a major company, whereby, like, the guys that didn't treat me according to how an artist is supposed to be treated, because we had a deal whereby, like, they signed me for a deal of 1.5 million, and then we had disagreements when it came to be that the budget was supposed to come out for my music and music videos. I was appointed a reckless manager, whereby the guy, like, was given a budget to shoot my music video, and then he decided to go pay Lobola with the money. So those were those were some of the difficulties we experienced. And then, coming to think, like, the journey took me through a lot of things. I got to meet Ntsiki Mazwai. I got to party with her. She got to, like, introduce me to a lot of people in the industry, of which, like, have helped me get this far in life today. I've gotten introduced to the likes of Mahodzo, aka Black Kid. Yeah, man, the journey has been good. Like, we've experienced a lot of difficulties, having worked with a lot of big names. Like, by that time, the deal came to me because, like, I had worked on PR for a track by Cheesy Brown, of which, like, he featured the Bunch. That was 4 years ago, I think. And then, from that experience onwards, like, we worked with a lot of people. But so far the journey has been good, like, and I've evolved a lot as an artist, because now I know the business side of things, and then I am running myself as a record label, and then helping other musicians get into the field and not experience the difficulties I had to experience when I came into the field. So what I can say, that I've evolved a lot, and then I'm helping other artists evolve in the industry too. Where else, like, I'm not in the music industry, I'm in the music business. But there, you can catch my point, my guy. Like, it's not easy being in this field, and having no, like, financial background is difficult. But we try our best to try and put people in the platform whereby they reach a certain audience, and then they are happy with what they are giving the people. Yeah. I hear your question, my guy. Like, having worked with a lot of people in my field, like, as I explained before, I don't take myself as a disc jockey. I take myself more as an artist. So in this experience, like, you'll find most of the songs I release are not produced by me. Like, as I explained before, like, right now we are more focused on making other artists evolve in the industry, whereby we wanna put them in a platform. You'll find there are a lot of producers worldwide who do not take music as a serious thing, but they know how to make music. So sometimes we invest in future purposes, right? Whereby you see us taking projects from these artists and paying them, buying their own music, and then putting it out there, not their music per se. but productions. Not that I don't produce myself, I do produce, just that I find more comfortability in investing in other people, because I'm a producer myself, but I don't know how to produce all these genres. And then you'll find you'll find that, I'm sorry for speaking on my own tongue. You'll find that most of the time I produce house music and then hip hop. And then when it comes to this, there's a genre called EDM, whereby you find tropical house effects on there and stuff like that. Those are the most difficult parts of the industry, whereby you have to find help elsewhere and then buy beats from other producers such as Kenya Sketch Amazing, Miami's Alvin Brown, Zimbabwe's Sam Chris, and a whole lot of artists. If I didn't mention you, you know my guy, I got you in heart. Yeah, man. So you find that we go like worldwide. As the worldwide music group, I have a lot of connections in terms of other countries worldwide. So we work with different artists in order to make the best out of music, and then you find that like I give each artist I work with a contract whereby it states that if this song makes money, you get a certain fee, and then I get only 33.3% out of the song, and then the remaining cash goes to the producer, goes to the artist. In other words, I myself do not get anything, because the 33.3% I'm getting is a return investment on the money I put out on the song. So you'll find like people have mixed emotions about like the kind of business we do, but hey man, if people are enjoying the music, I can't complain. And then if the artists are good with what I'm offering them, I can't complain. This is a business, it's not an industry. If you're still in the industry, you need to wake up. That's all I can say for now. Thank you very much. Okay, my guy, I hear your question. Like it's not a thing of losing interest in being a disc jockey. Like sometimes you find that like you've reached a level in your life whereby playing a set for a couple of pennies does not it's not worth your brand. The brand has grown to a level whereby at this time you charge about 40,000 rands just to play just to play a set in a club, and then for an appearance alone you charge about 5,000 rands. So in this case, like I can't say like speaking in terms of other DJs, I can't say we've lost interest in pursuing the disc jockeys. Like we found more. Let me just say we found more like, I don't know, man, interest in making music, because people love music, and then when people buy music, I get to have a living, to make a living. So I can't make a living whilst a club owner gives me $1,000. What's $1,000? I can't buy anything with $1,000, and then I have to sustain my image. I'm a professional. I can't just go around the street saying I'm a professional, where else my image doesn't fit description. My image itself has to fit description in order for people to believe in what I'm doing. So I have to sell a dream to people so that they buy into it. And then if they buy into it, I get to make a living. You see? We are all here as individual people, of which we are professionals at our own careers. You yourself, you are a publicist, If I were to ask you right now, are you doing this for free? You'd say no, because you are getting paid. It's a job for you, Even though you're still building a brand, promoting yourself, though you are getting paid for it. So I have to get paid in order to eat, in order to have a phone. In order for you to connect with me, I have to have a phone, and I can't have a cheap phone, because if I have a cheap phone, I won't be able to connect on the internet. You see? So yeah, man. All I can say is that. It's not about that. It's not that we've given up like being behind the disc jockey. It's just that we found more interest in getting paid by making music than playing it on sets. Thank you very much. Coming to think of it, like when you speak about brand equity and branding and stuff for a DJ, I was having a conversation with the Ghana's #1 leading publicist, Jonila, the other day, whereby we had a conversation on a platform at DJ Africa. We were talking about different kinds of PR, and then how important it is for an artist, an individual artist, not a DJ as per se, but an individual artist, to have a proper branding and then PR behind him. Because like you'll find branding is important as an artist. You cannot just display an image to the public whereby you'll wanna impress like everything you do in terms of branding has to impress the audience. From your logo as an artist, from the way you dress, from your music, you must have a vision, you must have a goal whereby people can hear it in your music and then they get to follow it, So in terms of branding is a good thing in proportions. Like, you have to invest in PR and marketing and then make sure the brand is out there. So when you brand yourself, you must make sure that you like every song. As a DJ, for me, every song has to have a brand partner, where you find that the commercial market itself has its own people, and then the hip hop scene has its own people, the EDM field has its own people. So right now I'm more focused on the commercial market, whereby I wanna sell a dance. I'm working on the dance album and I wanna sell it. So in order for me to sell this thing, I must accommodate and acquaint my brand with certain commercial brands, whereby they become brand partners and then invest in pushing that my music and the brand behind it, whereby they use myself as a let me just say, I don't know, as a way to push their platforms. I'm here to sell other people hope. So in order for me to sell hope, I have to be acquainted with the right people, you see. So yeah, man, for now that's all I can say about branding. I can, like, consultancy costs money. We are in the business of making money. If you want music business consultants, you must pay, my guy. Thank you very much. As I explained before in like the past questions, whereby you asked about being a disc jockey, I'm not specifically a disc jockey, and then I don't have a specific genre whereby you can say DJ Maestro is a house DJ, DJ Maestro is a hip hop DJ. I find more. Let me just say, like the Worldwide Music Group, we do everything that is concentrated on music or based in music. We don't care if the genre is house, we don't care if the genre is hip hop, we don't care if the genre is gospel, we don't care if the genre is whichever genre that comes into mind, and then the concept is going with it, I go with it, my guy. I do not have time to choose a specific genre. People do not want a person whereby you get to a club and then you play house the whole time. Like, you must meet other people's like interests. Audiences are different. You can't play the same specific thing always with different audiences. You must target your audience differently, whereby you know that if I play this kind of set to this audience, I get this kind of feeling, and then if I play this specific kind of set to this audience, they get a specific kind of feeling. So what I'm saying is that, like, we can't all. I know that DJ is worldwide, whereby they have specific terms, whereby you find the DJ does Afrobeat, so you find the DJ doing hip hop. Oh well, I'm like a full package. I do everything in one. If you want hip hop, I play hip hop. If you want Afrobeat, I play Afrobeat. If you want EDM, I play EDM. Yeah, man, that's all I can say on the matter for you right now. Thank you very much. Yeah. The question itself, based on female DJs not being like a lot of them, not there being a lot of them, like, well, you find like in this industry, a lot of girls are entitled to be housewives, and then you find that those who are willing to have a career in music or DJing are more caught up in situations whereby these producers like are giving them options of which do not meet their standards. You find different producers like who give out like options for this female like endeavors, for female producers, or let me say, like, okay, let me just not say female producers, for females in general who want to get into the music business or want to get into the industry, because like it's not easy. Being a girl is not easy. You'll find that a girl comes to studio, the producer seems to be interested. The producer wants to give the girl options based on how he wants to work and then on what he should get in return. So those are the inequalities like that girls face when like having to pursue their dreams in this career, because it's difficult. You ask a model, like a model in the game who has been in the game for like 15 years. before getting into that 15 years in the industry, she experienced a lot of stuff, whereby she had to sleep with the photographer, she had to sleep with the portfolio designer, she had to sleep with a lot of different people in order to get where she is today. And we find that when she gets there, she's already destroyed. She has no future, she has no nothing. She's in a point whereby even guys do not stay in her life. So she's used to being manipulated. So like, yeah, man, manipulation and then discrimination is what these guys face when coming when having to be a part of this industry. So yeah, man, for now that's all I can say on the matter. Yeah, that's how I see it. I don't know how you'll take it as an audience. Thank you very much. When coming to social media platforms, my guy, like this is an interesting question. I love it so much because all my life I've met different people through social media. Like social media is a platform whereby your talent can be, I don't know, spread around the world for people to see. For me to believe in myself this much is because of social media. Because the first time I made a song with a guy from Malawi called Trap 265. It was called Tonight. I featured two local guys. I featured a local rapper named Zuki, and then a male vocalist called Blacknet. The track went on to be #1 on the progressive charts on Reverb Nation in the Northwest, and then it was a big thing because like the influence itself was because of social media. I shared a video online on Twitter by that time whereby the song was playing in the background, and then I received close to 60,000 views, I think, by that time, and then that was 5 years back or 4 years back, if I remember correctly. So social media like can boost a lot of artists if they invest in the right platforms, because like for me it has helped me a lot. I met a lot of great artists through social media. I worked with a lot of artists around Africa, of which are big right now in their countries. Like I met Ghana's KOD there, I met Kenny Casey, Nigeria's Kenny Casey there, I met Chis Brown on social media, I met a lot of guys, Malawi's Mabuchi Mwali, I met Gentile, I met Batman Yawu, I met Anonymous, I met Hayes Angola, I met a lot of guys. Like there was a time whereby like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, like we wouldn't be saying like it would be easy to connect with people, but right now it's easy because like I can record a song sitting right here in Nigeria right now, and then have the sample sent to me via email so I can mix and master. So like it has built a platform whereby you can feel you are in the moment though you are not there. You know, we can make a lot of things happen through social media. Like it has become such a huge impact in my life, whereby like even the Worldwide Music Group itself, my company, is growing because of social media. So yeah, man, social media is the next big thing in the world, and I happen to love it. Thank you very much. Difficulties I'm facing right now as a DJ. Well, my guy, like this kind of field needs us to have money. Like you have to have money. Like you have to invest in the correct backup. Like I do have brand partners, but brand partners like you'll find they invest in a certain thing, whereby like you'll find brand partners are more focused on the commercial market, and then the product you're giving them is not on the commercial scene. So like right now, like the challenges I'm facing, I don't have financial backup. I need investors, like I need to tour. I'm working with a lot of people outside the country, whereby it's difficult for me to get them in studio, or it's difficult to get them to perform a song because I don't have financial backup. But for now, all I can say is that like if I were to get financial backup, like an endorsement deal, an investor or a sponsorship, it would be great because it would push me in so many different fields. Like as you can see right now, I'm working on the album Ibiza in Africa. I wanted it to drop by this year October, and then we had to face a difficulty of which like we had to reschedule the album drop for next year. The drop wasn't based on like money being an issue. No, money is not. It's not. Money is an issue, but for this album, like for this album specifically, your money wasn't the issue because we had to face a difficulty whereby we had to sign a new deal, a distribution deal with a certain company in Ghana. I can't mention the name until we've signed the necessary paperwork and concluded the matter. But for now, all I can say is that you must expect a lot coming from DJ Maestro as a brand next year, because we are to partner with a lot of entertainment companies, a lot of distribution companies, a lot of media companies. Yeah. Let me just like say that for now. For now, let me just say that. Thank you. Reputation is like the most important thing in this field. If you lose reputation, you won't get anywhere. People lose interest in you. Like, clients don't want to work with you no more. So maintaining reputation is the most important thing, like for me as an upcoming DJ, because I'm not yet on the mainstream field, although I'm working with a lot of artists in the mainstream. So yeah, keeping reputation is the utmost important for me. And then where I see myself in 5 years, oh my god, I see myself in Spain, Ibiza. Yeah, man. I see myself in Spain, Ibiza, playing beautiful, like playing the most insane festivals. Tomorrowland, where's this? I want to play Tomorrowland, I want to play Goa, I want to play Ultra Miami, I want to play a lot of festivals. Yeah, man. So that's where I see myself in 5 years. Thank you very much. Okay, as a DJ, I would like your question. As your question says, my plans in terms of working with a lot of international artists. Well, I've worked with a lot of international artists, especially in Nigeria, because the question was based on the Nigerian field. I won't say I've like personally worked with the bunch, but I've worked with him through association for the PR marketing of the King Is Here remix. I've worked with Kenny Kezi, Nigeria's upcoming. I've worked with Sean Moon, like is the second most dominating artist that side. I've worked with Choice. I'm now working with Choice Z. I've worked with Cheesy Brown. I've worked with Nas B. I've worked with a lot of Nigerian artists, but for now, like to answer you like in one sentence, I would say I'm more focused on featuring artists from other countries down. I am focused on featuring artists from my own country. And then specifically, the question was based on whether like do I want to feature artists who are making an international mainstream right now? Yes, of course. I would like to work with Wizkid. I would like to work with Davido in the near future. That's all I can say for now. Thank you. Okay, in this field, to answer this like with the utmost respect and everything else, like we find a lot of disappointment in investors. Investors are a lot of disappointment. That's the most annoying and worst moment in my life I've ever experienced. And then you get to face artists who know nothing about the music business, whereby they think that when you speak certain facts about this industry, you are lying or you are being, I don't know how to say this. But artists need to know the business side of things before having a say in anything. You know nothing about the industry. You know nothing about the business, but you have a lot to say. Start by investing in knowledge before you can come to me and tell me that I do not know this, I do not know this, I am wrong about this, I am wrong about that. Yes, that's all I can say for now. In terms of management, my guy, as you ask the question, I do not have a manager. For 4 years, I've been managing myself, so I do everything on my own. Coming to your question of like my album, well, my album, the name is Ibiza in Africa. It was inspired by like seeing major mainstream artists such as Martin Garrix, Nicky Romero playing sets on the main stage on Tomorrowland. So the name came about that. Yeah, the vision is worldwide. It's a worldwide vision. So for now, all I can say about the album is that it's coming out next year. Watch out for it. And then the tour, well, I'm not sure on the tour, but it's coming also. So for now, that's all I can say. Thank you very much. My vision for Africa, my guy, like you find whereby like a lot of big major labels are from the United States. So having that being said, like I wanna open the first major record label out of Africa with only African artists. You see, I wanna open the the first major, like the worldwide music group. I want the worldwide music group to be the first major independent major record label in Africa. That's my vision for Africa, and that's all I can say for now. Thank you very much. Yo, Africa, this was DJ Maestro coming live from South Africa. The album is coming next year. Shout out to Radiowadoo and everyone behind the team in Nigeria. Have an awesome life. Yeah, man. DJ Maestro signing out. Thank you very much.